Yes, hello everyone, and welcome to Predator and Prey, a Yautja podcast. I am one of your hosts, Russell, or also known as Rasucha, and I have with me my two ferocious co-hosts. First up, the title host of our podcast, P. Ray himself. Hi, Bray. How you doing?
Hey, good, Rasucha. Yeah, another month. We had a tribunal a bit earlier on, but
Mm-hmm.
back to diving into all the comic booky stuff.
For sure. And our other lovable host here, the OWLF, Justin the Owl. How are you, Justin?
I'm doing great, Rasucha. How about yourself?
Oh, I am ready to talk about some comic books.
Me too. I'm
Um,
excited because these are both brand new to me, the ones that we're
yeah,
reviewing tonight.
Mm-hmm.
we've
Yeah.
got fresh wounds and old scars
Yeah.
today. I think is this the first time we've done a new and old comic in the same episode? Yeah, it is.
It
I think
could
so.
be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
Um, but before we move on to the main show, we have a special. What's the word? We have a special video presentation for the listeners and viewers right now. So we're gonna turn the
Mm-hmm.
microphone over to somebody making a cameo.
Okay.
Come on in. What are we hunting tonight? Why don't you just decloak and have a seat right over there? That's right, right over there. Why? Well, because this is Predator and Prey. Which are you? I'm Chris Hansen.
Incredible.
That's awesome.
Absolutely incredible.
I love it so much.
So, Russell, you were telling me because I'm sure he's a lot more well known in the US about him and the TV show that he hosted, right?
Yes,
To catch
he
a
was.
predator.
Yeah,
To
it
catch
was
the
a
predator.
it was a segment on Dateline, which is like a huge news show in
Mhm.
the U.S. But yeah, it was a segment on there where
Mhm.
he and these online watchdog groups would hunt down um, sexual predators, and it was amazing. And
It's
it's like
amazing.
it's great, but it's dark and it's gross and all. It's just everything. And yeah, he's gotten huge. Like he's got people that call in from Russia and the UK, and even your fellow
Wow.
Aussie Drew. He knew who Chris Hansen was. Um,
Oh, okay.
Andrew Shaw. Shout out to
Yeah,
him.
Andrew Shaw. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I just thought, well, I can't afford Gary Busey, but by God, I can afford Chris Hansen, so we'll do
Well,
I
that.
love it.
Geez, Russell, you bestowed a fantastic gift on us all.
I bet
Wow.
Ray like leading up because I kept sending you videos and be like, have you watched
Mm,
this yet? And I bet he was
yeah.
like, what the fuck? Why is this guy trying to get me to watch this?
Yeah, I saw a little bit of it. I saw the this really creepy guy and them baiting him with this young girl. Like she's with
Yeah.
the crew, and she's off off camera. She's like, oh yeah, I'm just getting changed,
Mhm.
in my pajamas, and the guy's just coming in, and then that guy Chris Hansen
Yeah.
walks up,
Yeah.
and the look on the guy's face, he just
Like you said, deer in headlights, like,
Yeah.
Why don't you just have a seat right over there?
Yeah.
Yes, right over there.
yeah.
right over there.
Oh my.
Just like
My
he said
God.
it in the promo. Just like he
Yeah.
said it. It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to say we should give honorary HOTU membership to Chris Hansen. He is a true hunter of predators, is he not?
Absolutely.
He catches
He can-
predators.
He's an honorary. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
He can come
yeah.
with us on a hunt anytime.
And he's still doing it.
I know. Yeah.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
okay. He's still
20,
okay. He's
20
still
some
active.
odd years later.
Yeah.
Wow, he's come across a lot of them. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's still so many online predators. It's crazy.
Mhm.
Even after that show, you would
Yeah.
have thought that show would have been enough to deter a lot of them, but apparently
Yeah.
not.
That's ridiculous. Far out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that man's been spoofed in everything from Boondocks to South Park.
South Park.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
But
So good.
I had to do that.
I'm glad you did.
Also, as well, just HOTU members, if you listen to our previous episode, Josh Pruitt is going to throw his hat in the ring. If you want to contribute to our ever-growing fund to get Gary Busey on the show as a cameo, as an intro, please do. Just contact us, and
we've got to set that up.
We have to.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
definitely a goal.
Yeah, exactly.
It's for sure a goal.
We got to get one of those. What is it? I never know if it's Coffee or Ko-Fi, but it's like one of those.
Oh yes,
where people can just donate.
Yeah, we have to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, that would.
I'm happy with a brown paper bag, guys. Brown paper bag.
That works
discreet,
too.
or suitcase.
Non-taxable.
Suitcase under the table at a cafe.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Exactly.
Happy with that.
The lions, the tigers, the bears. Oh my!
Maybe he'll give us a discount just because of Russell's impressions.
Can you imagine, like, $400 or whatever drops into his account, and he's just going, "What's this?" And he's what he has to do.
What's this? Predator.
What a shocker!
I ain't heard of a predator in 85 years.
Yeah, we have to have him say Yocha, though. I mean, that's
Yocha.
I mean, that's part of spending that much money is to hear him say Yocha.
But we have a great show for you. Like I said, we have a brand new comic and we have an old short comic for you. But before that, I think it's time we got some hardcore news. The streets are running red with blood. Do we actually
hey guys,
have any?
Well, I've got a couple, but before that, actually, here's the thing. Why don't we get that actor who played Tony? Is it Tony? Is that his real name as well? Tony Pope? Oh, okay.
Wasn't that Morton Downey Jr.?
Oh, was it really Morton?
I think it
was.
Or maybe it was a look-alike, but I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Possibly, yeah. Morton Downey. I haven't thought of him.
Bit of a downer.
I bet it was him. Yeah.
Let's see.
A downer on Downey. Okay, forget that then. Sorry. Rest in peace.
I just want to see. Just want to see here. I want to make sure, because if it is Morton Downey Jr., that guy's kind of something else. But
have you guys seen
get, Danny Glover to do a cameo?
If he's on Cameo,
it'd be like $1,000, I reckon. He's
that'll be the next one after Gary Busey. We'll save up.
Throwing no shade on Gary. He's top tier as well. But
it was Morton Downey Jr.
Okay.
It was. Oh wow.
Yeah, and he died in 2001. So he's
we missed it by 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Forget that then. With news, just two bits of announcements. I did say it on Discord, so in case any Discord HOTU members are listening, the two announcements, and you guys know about this. Later on in the month, we have a chat confirmed with Ed Brisson. So Ed Brisson will be. Ed Brisson will be on the. He'll be on the show. I don't know why a Wookiee announces it. Anyway, Ed Brisson will be on the show to talk about the wrap up of season 1. I guess volume 1 of the Predator series. Plus, we've got him, boys, now to chat about, I guess, issue 1 of this volume. So that will be fun.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah, and the second announcement, again, it's all podcast oriented. We got in touch with Netho Diaz, the artist for this current series. Very nice bloke, very nice guy. Not ready to chat with us like on air, but he's happy to have an interview. So Russell, Justin, myself are coming up with questions. I wanted to open it up, guys, to the HOTU listeners if they want to drop any questions you want to ask Netho, and yeah, we'll put it in, and hopefully we'll post up his interview in written format, in the future, in the near future. So
fantastic. Yeah, submit your questions for
Mr.
Diaz.
I've got to think of some too, and after reading that issue, I think I can come up with some.
Me too.
Oh gosh, I try to save it, but how good was the art?
Oh man, yeah.
Very
We'll
good.
talk about that in a minute.
So yeah, that's a bit of news from my end, guys. I don't know about you. You have any?
I don't have any Predator news.
No.
Yeah, I haven't heard any Predator news since our last chat. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
Oh wait, I do have a bit of news.
Oh, you do? Lovely.
Bob has died.
Oh, where is? Oh, what happened?
Theta got him.
Oh, well,
of course.
It was bound to happen sooner or later.
Sorry, not sorry.
No, just kidding. Bob is just on vacation. He's fine. He's not dead. You'll see Bob again.
I figured he was lurking around somewhere back there.
Yeah. He might be right behind you.
Shimmer of light, that's Bob. No, he's relaxing somewhere on the beach, full predator armor, full weapons, but he's got a coconut in his hand. He's loving it. Go, Bob.
Sipping some brews on the beach.
Well, we're going to turn our next segment over to Justin the Owl.
Yes, I'm doing great. Our next segment is the trophy room. Where we highlight some goodies that we have acquired since the last time that we've all gathered together.
Or off our shelves.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, they were required. Some, yeah.
Some from our personal collections that we wish to share. And before it was mostly just Predator themed stuff, but I thought it might be cool to kind of open it up to other things as well. Other things that we're excited about too. So, what do you guys have anything new that you want to?
I usually go last, so I'll go first.
Oh.
First of all, non-Predator stuff that I got. I got. I don't have it in the room with me, but Solo Avengers, the one with Moon Knight and the Shroud.
Ooh!
Nice one. Yeah, cool.
Going to get that signed next weekend by Bob Hall. So
awesome. I love it, Russell. Yeah.
Right. We love the Shroud.
What else?
That's a great issue too.
Well, let's go to the of course the NECA Predator of the month here.
Oh yeah.
This is the Enforcer Predator.
Yes.
Look at that helmet.
That's really expensive now. I think.
Also known as the Shredditor.
Oh, I was going to say there's some definite Shredder vibes here.
Yeah, this is the Predator that is sent to take down the Bad Blood in the Bad Blood story. And
such an awesome series.
Cannot wait to talk about that story.
I can't wait.
He can stand in for Bob. He you can see him a little bit.
A little shorter than Bob. But,
I love it. I love that helmet so much. It's so cool.
So good.
Just his head.
But I think that's it for me.
Cool.
And Ray, do you have any new additions for the trophy room this week?
Certainly do, Justin. I'm glad you asked. For sure. I've got I finally these came in through the mail. I've got the all the trades for Life and Death.
Yes.
Can't wait. I was looking for the hardcovers, but they're like $400. They're the same price as Gary Busey. So thought I'd just get something a little bit cheaper. And they're good reads, like in collected trade. I mean, I like floppies as well, of course. I've got a few of them in floppies, but glad to have them all in trade.
Now,
and we're going to.
that
Sorry,
was
Russell?
the last. That was the last crossover of Dark Horse before they went to Marvel.
Oh, it was.
I think so. I believe so. Yeah, it comes in after Fire and Stone. So I think this one's yep.
Because I know they did a series of those. What was that? Those series of minis called Predator Hunters.
Yes, there's 3 of them.
Oh,
Yeah, that was the last of Dark Horse.
Final.
And I didn't read any of those.
They had actually. I'm very sad this never came to be, but they had. I think they had solicited in Dark Horse. They were doing a Predator adaptation, the first movie, but it was based solely off the script.
Oh.
And the Predator was gonna look like he looked originally.
Oh wow!
But because they did that for Alien 3, they did like Alien 3, the original script adaptation. But yeah, well,
that's actually. I mean, as an aside, that Alien 3 assembly cut is much better than the theatrical version. So go check it out if anyone is keen.
Right, but this was a comic book version.
No, but like
right,
yeah.
We don't talk about xenomorphs here.
Not yet, anyways.
Not yet.
Not yet. Maybe next year.
Yeah, like the only other thing, and I have like fallen into a deep rabbit hole for this, guys. I got Marvel Champions.
Oh.
It's like a deck building game, a LCG, a living card game. I've never played these sorts of games before in my life,
Me
but
either.
I absolutely love it. It's so addictive. I've got to say. So, really highly recommend it. I got it from a private sale, so I got heaps. I got the expansions as well.
Wow,
nice
as well. So that's got
Look at that Red Skull.
That's fantastic.
Red Skull. There's a Jessica Drew there.
Yeah.
Also another campaign expansion, which is Galaxy's Most Wanted.
Ooh, cosmic stuff.
And the Mad Titan Thanos. So that the Infinity Gauntlet comes into play there. And yeah, I've got about like 15 or something hero packs as well. So it went all
nice.
all out.
That's fantastic, Ray.
I've never I've played plenty of card games. I've been playing a lot of Marvel Snap. Which is a mobile thing. And it's a lot more simplistic than what you just showed. But I've never played a living card game. What does that even mean?
It's basically it's not static in the fact that you can swap and change. You can buy hero packs. So the core set has Captain Marvel, Spidey, Black Panther, She-Hulk, and Iron Man. But you can buy heroes with their own either pre-constructed deck, and you can just use them instead. So you can also change the level of difficulty for the villain. You can actually change the villain deck by adding different modular sets. It's a whole thing. I've really fallen into it, but I've played I try to play once a day, which means at least 1 hour in the evening. I played about 3 hours one of the other nights. I was trying to beat
You're on a roll.
Claw. Ulysses Claw.
Yeah.
It was really fun. I couldn't beat him, but yeah.
And you can play by yourself.
Yeah, 1 to 4 players. So I've touched base. There's a group that does group multiplayers, but yeah, you can easily play just solo. I understand you can play two-handed. You can play two-handed solo as well. So you can play 2 heroes at once against a villain.
If you're really talented.
If you're really talented. If you're into that sort of thing.
Takes a lot of hand-eye coordination.
Yeah, you stop it, you rascal, you. So
it's really fun. I urge anyone to give it a go. look, like I said, I'm not into deck building games at all, just because it was never in my view. But I thought I'd give this a go, and it's really, really fun. So yeah,
that's so cool, Ray. And you've got such a nice treasure trove of expansions there. You've got stuff there to keep you going for months and months.
For years, really. I mean, because so can I just say quickly? I know, like we should push on, but like, so it's a deck building game, so you can have pre-constructed decks, which I think I'm going to just use for the whole year. I mean, I've got like 20 heroes to try out with their pre-constructed decks, but you can actually customize your deck yourself. There are a few cards that are mandatory, but you can start inserting different cards, different aspects to the hero, and it changes the whole game again. So that's why I guess it's a living game. There are so many combinations.
Morphs and changes. Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah. So, anyway,
Justin, what do you have?
I bought this a few weeks ago, but I think I had purchased it since we all chatted. It's a trade paperback collection of Strange.
Yes,
Jed McKay.
By our friend Jed McKay. Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's a nice collection of number 1 through 5 of that series from last year. And so good. I love it so much.
And his new series came out today.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Fantastic.
Synchronicity.
Yes.
Yeah. So I dove into that and read it in one night and loved it so much. Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Now, does that volume have Randall in it? Because he's in that series. Okay.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah.
There's a substantial fight, right? Yeah. It's
That's a whole. He features prominently in that story. It's so cool.
I haven't gotten to read any of that yet, but Justin, you can give me the deets. Is there a Dormammu in there?
Maybe a mention. Maybe. Maybe a mention here or there.
What I love about that run, Justin, is that Jed McKay, like he does with Moon Knight, has created his own kind of thing as well. With a lot of really cool ideas, Russell. So, like the Harvestman, that sort of thing.
The Harvestman, yeah. I think Russell's gonna love that. Yeah.
Well, you'll be. We'll have to chat. We'll have to talk to him because Jed's going to be on Tomes of Evil one final time.
Oh yeah.
Before Tomes of Evil is got the 3 dots on its head and gets blown away. But we should probably move along. So let's talk about should we do the old scars first?
Okay. Let's do the old scars.
Just because it's
be pretty quick. Yeah.
It's short and sweet, and we want to save the big stuff for the end. I've got that wrestling mindset. The main events always last. But
ooh, yeah, look at that.
There we go. We have God's truth, and truth be told as well, guys. It's the first time I've read it.
First time I read it. Yep.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. All of these Marvel comics, Dark Horse comics present stuff. I haven't read any of those.
I haven't read a lot of stuff in this omnibus,
which is great. I mean,
it's so cool. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
It's so exciting.
I mean, I have read Cold War.
I've unfortunately read that a few times, and it just doesn't get any better at all. It's get worse and worse. Bad Blood, on the other hand, I think I've read many times. I love it. Just a quick little overview here. Prompt sheet was a little bit all over the place. As Russell said, he said offline, November 1990, this came out. So this is it's a short story from Dark Horse Presents, and I'm reading off the Omni here. Writer Dan Arcudi, penciler and letterer Rob Walton, inker Armando Gil, and we've got cover art by the awesome Dave Dorman here, and Loren Haynes, fantastic. I love that cover. And also editor Randy Stradley. So what did you guys think of this?
I loved it. It was like a ghost story set in the swamp, but with a predator, kind of like a slasher movie as well. Like we were discussing before, with kind of that being a recurrent theme of predator stories as being kind of like a slasher or horror film premise, but with the predator as the antagonist. So cool. I love this artwork so much.
Yeah, me too. I really like the black and white aspect of it. It just creates a totally different feel to it. It's set in the past as well, so you got that.
Yeah,
so
the 20s.
Yeah,
so it kind of
Love
reminded me like of almost like a newspaper strip comic,
or a
like
pulp one. Yeah,
pulp one. Yeah, a pulp one, but just really well done. But yeah, how about you, Russell? Overall,
I liked it. The art's very sketchy. Like not, and I don't mean like sketchy like it's
dodgy.
weird.
dodgy.
Yeah.
I mean like it looks like someone is just sketching. Like it's kind of raw and like it's not finessed, but I think that's a good thing.
It's like a little rough around the edges.
Yeah. And maybe that's because it's not colored. I don't know. But no, I really liked it. Like you guys said, it's kind of just like a ghost story. And the art is fantastic, especially the Predator art.
Yeah. Man.
I thought some of the human faces were kind of funny though. Especially on this next to last page, there's got close up on this guy, and he looks like he's just swollen. He's like right here.
Yeah. His face is ready to burst.
His head is bigger than his actual face, right? Yeah. But it actually, without the color and with the amount of detail with the artwork, it actually is harder to see the predator as well, which I really liked. When it's hiding in the trees and it comes out, but the predator's awesome. Like there's a shot here, and again, listeners, we are live streaming, so we've got video of some of the visuals. But when he jumps out of the water,
man,
I think that's my favorite panel from this whole story. Is when he rises out of those swamp waters. It's
my favorite page, my favorite part, the favorite panel. It's just, and of course, he just says, "How did they not hear that?" You know,
exactly. Yeah, that would have these birds would have flown off the trees. Just before we get too far ahead as well, maybe we should give a little bit of a quick little elevator pitch about this. So for those who haven't read God's Truth, it's about an escaped convict, right? And he's been pursued by a couple of like a sheriff and some other, I guess, part of the prison through the jungle. But there's a predator there, and he kills him.
It's the real ending to Shawshank's Redemption.
Yeah, right. The one that Stephen King scratched and threw away. Yeah.
But it's a really simple story, but it's good.
It's so good. It's so effective. It tells its story in 6-7 pages. It tells it so well. And it doesn't really have a lot of superfluous details because you don't really need them in a story like this. And a lot of ghost stories, the more details you have, the less effective it is. So I'm glad they kept it simple. And like Russell said, this artwork is kind of rough around the edges, but I think that kind of helps it. I think that helps this story, especially because it is black and white. I was thinking to myself, if this were color, I don't think it would be as effective or as scary. Especially when he comes out of that water. Like, I don't think that would have been nearly as effective if it had been color, unless it was like painted or something like that.
Well, it's like you said, Justin, this art reminds me a lot of you would get illustrations in like the shadow pulp novels.
Yes.
Like there'd be, pages of text, but then you'd flip and there'd be like a page of art.
Right,
and this
randomly interspersed throughout the
this reminds me of pulp art. Like
one of the drawbacks I did find with the color, and I totally agree with you, Justin, because I think the black and white serves a greater purpose than some of the drawbacks is, though sometimes I did find it me kind of double checking who was who, like with the humans, who got killed.
That's true too. Yeah.
So I even kind of wondered. I'm assuming the guy hanging alive at the end is the prisoner. But yeah, it got hard to find out who. Yeah, there's a guy with a sheriff hat, or a warden hat, and he was distinguishable. But there were a couple of
the guy hanging's not the prisoner, is
it? Okay.
No, the prisoner got blown away at the end.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go.
It was one of the guards that was.
Oh, you're right. Yes. Yeah, okay. So it was one of the guards that was. Yeah, you're right. So there you go. I mean, but I mean, it was.
It is tough. It is tough because of that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. No, but you're absolutely right. That's quite clear because he's got the prison code there on his shirt as he's holding the rifle at the guy strung up. But it just got a little. I guess you could say you could discern them from the prisoner has got. It seems like black hair. Compared to the other guy, had a lot lighter hair. But that's just something I picked up. But other than that, I thought the art was fantastic. I mean, the level of detail, because you're stuck in a jungle as well, you can't sidestep that. If you're an artist, you have to write, you have to draw a lot. So, yeah.
And of course,
going on in the backgrounds,
we've got to talk about. We're on the right page. The Predator ain't no sport in it, or not much sport in it.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
So again, early on, this is early Predator. We've only got the movie and the Concrete Jungle kind of come out. They're still kind of defining it. Because we know when we discussed Concrete Jungle, it was all about sport, right? They walked away when there was no longer any sport.
Yeah. Right. Same thing with this. Yeah.
This was the same year as Predator 2, so it might have been out.
Oh, okay. Well, November 1990.
Yeah, 90.
Yeah.
What month did the movie come out again? I can't remember.
I'm assuming it was a summer release. Yeah, I'm assuming, but I can't remember.
No, wait a second. Didn't Predator 2 come out on Christmas?
Did it?
Oh, did it? Maybe.
Predator 2.
You might be right about that.
I can't remember. I saw it in the cinemas. It could have been the summer holidays for me, yeah.
Oh, November 21st, 1990. So it was the same month. Same month.
Yeah.
All right. That makes sense.
But this would have been penciled and written.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Before and
I'm sure they wanted to get some hype going though for the film.
Yeah. So I mean,
ain't much sport in it. Ain't much sport in it.
I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5 skulls.
4 out of 5. Yep.
Yeah.
How about you, Justin?
Yeah, same thing for me. 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed this. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd give it about the same as well. It's not. It didn't blow me away, but it was really enjoyable for what it was. Like a very compact story, as you said, Justin. Very simple, but I think the art gets it across the line even more for me. So.
Yeah, nice.
Yep.
Yeah,
unanimous.
Right. Well, let's talk about our fresh wounds.
Fresh wounds.
Yep. There it is, and caught me napping there. Yep.
Yeah, that actually startled me a little bit.
Excellent. Yes, I've got a whole heap of slides here, and in true fashion, just a little bit behind in.
None of them are working. No,
just adding to the. Just gonna. I'm gonna add it to the thing. Here we go. It's coming up very soon. In a matter of minutes. Yes, but before that, I guess. Oh, okay. Well, why not we do it now? Yeah. There you go.
Woo!
Righty. So, Predator. This is called The Preserve. Predator Volume 2, Issue 1. And we have Ed Brisson, Netho Diaz, as well as the main source of credit. Let me just jump then to, because I am struggling to get the details here. Number 12. Yeah, number 12.
We've got a cover here by Giuseppe Camuncoli.
Giuseppe Camuncoli, that's right, actually. Very true. Inca's Belladino Brabo and Victor Nava. Colorist Eric Arciniega, and letter of VC's Leighton Cowles, and editor is Sarah Brunstad. And you're right there, Russell. The first cover, Giuseppe Camuncoli. I'm just going to chuck that one back on there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool cover. We do have more covers, guys, because it is an issue 1. So
of course,
we don't have 30 this time, but at least we have another one here, looking pretty cool. That is an incentive, a 1-25 variant cover by Paolo Sequeira. That's a really nice one. I doubt I'll be able to get it because it's 1-25, guys. But how about you? Are you guys going to hunt him down?
I'll probably get the trade paperback because that has,
of course, you always, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that has all the covers in the back, and that way I can.
Well, I've got it on my pull, so I have no need to. I get what I get.
Yeah. Well, actually, Justin's got a good point. I'll probably get a trade as well because it will have beautiful art like this. And hold on to your hats here. We got another one that is by Jan Bartel. Awesome. Yellow eyes. Just for some reason,
that's gorgeous.
For some reason, the covers aren't changing for me.
Really?
I've got a static slide here.
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Can you see that, Justin? I've changed it back to the other one.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I've got that one. I've changed to Jan.
Can you see that, Russell?
Can you see that?
Nope. Still the first cover for me.
Weird. Okay. Let me just remove it. Hello, everybody, and let's add it on again. Does that work?
Hold up. I'm having some technical difficulties. It might not be you guys at all.
Oh shoot.
Oh bugger.
Bob's come back to exact his revenge.
God, Bob is
okay. I see the different cover now.
Okay. Lovely.
All right.
So
yeah.
1-50. Jan Bartel. Thank you.
So this is an even rarer. This is even more rare cover then. 1-50.
Yes.
God,
yes.
Look at that. That's
yeah.
gorgeous.
I mean, yeah, I love them. I love them all, but I still think the other one I'd get.
Oh man.
The next one.
Those poor tigers.
Yeah, how cool is this? This is by Bjorn Barons. It's a variant cover, so I think it's just cover price and it's just readily available. But having said that, I've never heard of this. It's gone into second printing. That particular variant.
Ooh,
so
okay,
if you can find the first printing, if you can find the first printing, where the first printing has the orange title or whatever. You can find that one. I think
That's
it
really
because
nice. I love that.
Already gone into second printing. Yes. So let's get into it, guys. What did you think of the preserve overall?
I thought this was a way better showing than the last series. Immediately, I was drawn in. It kind of hooks you with we're in the same situation as we were in Predators.
The film, right?
But then they give you the twist, several twists, but the first big twist is these not only are they badasses from all over the world, they're badasses from different points in time.
Crazy. Yeah.
And that blew my mind. I was holy shit, what have time travel? But no, then it's explained that they just keep these fuckers in hibernation until they're ready to hunt them. I was like, these predators are just the shit.
They are very cool.
Oh man, I loved it. This art so much more realistic than Kev Walker's art. And I loved Kev Walker's art.
Yeah.
But I think this suits this story much better. Netho Diaz, and it's so violent. It's just a rip roaring time. And this Predator, I knew this was gonna happen because the whole issue I was like, this Predator's fucking awesome. He's killing everyone. But I kept saying in the back of my mind, where's Theta? Where's Theta?
Right.
But yeah, I love this Predator design. He's got like these demon horns on the front of his helmet, and one of his eyes becomes exposed.
Yes, it's because there's more than one, right? I mean, there's more than one that. But the main one, I guess you could argue,
that one right there.
Yeah.
Just slashes that guy right in half.
Yeah.
So
and
good.
I mean, I don't want to. I guess I don't want to give away everything, but I love, like, we had that twist about, you know, they're being from all over, not only the world and different points in time, but from other parts of the galaxy as well.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. How about you, Justin? Do you feel the same?
Yes, I absolutely love this right away. And I agree. The artwork, I think, is much better suited for this kind of story. I love Netho Diaz right away. I think his artwork is fantastic. I love this style. It's reminiscent of a couple of different artists, but it's also kind of unique in his own, which I love. And yeah, I really enjoyed the part later on in the issue where they encounter another creature. Because as you guys know, I love my monsters. I love my weird alien creatures in these Predator stories mixed up amongst everything else that's going on. So I loved that twist.
A very Cthulhu-esque creature.
Totally. And you think it's dead and then it comes back to life. It's wonderful. But it's great too, because you start to, in a very short amount of time, Ed Brisson kind of fleshes out a little bit of these characters enough to make you care about what happens to them, or make you interested to see what happens to them next, like the couple that's there, and a couple of the others. So I really enjoyed that. And I thought to myself too, when reading this issue, what if the Predators aren't in charge of this place? What if it's somebody else that's doing it, and they're like everybody else? They've been scooped up and put into hibernation and dumped into this place. I thought, ooh, wouldn't that be cool? But yeah, just so good. This artwork, the script, all of it is. This is already going up on my trophy wall.
Oh, spoilers! No,
I loved it that much.
I did want to also comment that, one, this art reminds me so much more of Dark Horse.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
I think someone mentioned it. Was that you? Did you mention that in Discord? Someone mentioned that as well.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
that's a good observation, though, Russell. It is very much a kind of a Dark Horse style.
But also, I feel like, I know we're only on the first issue, but it feels so much better paced. Like, I understand that whole first miniseries was building up Theta, and that's what it was about. Sure. This is able to build up these new characters. We get plenty of Predator screen time, and we get Theta. Spoilers, but yeah, it's. I was really impressed.
Yeah, I've got to echo both of your, impressions as well. I thought it was very strong. I didn't mind at all. Like, I can imagine maybe for some readers, I don't know how readers will take it, being kind of directly lifted off Predators, the 2010 movie, that kind of premise, because it really is kind of like a replication to some extent of that. But as you said, Russell, I mean, I'm actually with Justin. There could be someone else pulling the strings, because I don't know if Predators know how to do time travel. Oh no, actually not time travel. They're doing the cryo sleep.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Actually,
has that ever been revealed in any previous story about them doing cryo sleep or anything like that?
I don't think so. But yeah, I mean, so there's possibly open to that. But regardless of it, I just love Netho Diaz's art is absolutely superb. And I think, Russell, you're saying the pacing this just felt like in one issue, this felt so satisfying to read because there was a lot of dialogue, a lot of character development, but a lot of action as well. I enjoyed volume 1 about Theta as well, but there were some issues that you just flew through, and it was kind of sparse in art and in dialogue. This is very much you're getting your $4.99's worth here. I mean, you get pages filled with art and detail, like that creature as well. And then
just look at the amount of detail on that creature. It's
absolutely
fantastic.
It's
so good.
And then if I go back to where they're in the cave and they're talking, I mean, you get healthy dialogue, about what is happening.
It's like that couple that Justin mentioned. They are OWLFs.
Yes, they had
and
your responsibility, Justin.
They were because this is obviously like the same setup as Predators, but they're also they're referencing the Predator.
Yes,
like
yes,
they were on their honeymoon during the Predator.
I love it. Yeah, I love that reference. But they're kind of like. They're like us in the fact that they know a whole lot of crap about the Predators, where these people that have dropped in, they're like, oh, what's happening? And I've got to give props to Ed Brisson for including a Filipino. I've just got to say it. Awesome.
So cool. Yeah.
He's, if I can read, I can't, Kafgu, I think it's a civilian armed force. Geographical unit, Ernesto,
yeah. That's when they realize that they're from different periods
all over the
time.
There's a beautiful little here. They're all sitting here and they're all calling it out. I love how Alan, the English guy,
that's my guy.
English.
That's my. He looks like the Kingpin.
He does. And he was just in the bar, so you gotta wonder. You have to wonder what he did to catch their attention.
He might just be a tough guy. Like he just might be
street brawler.
Yeah. I think he's the Topher Grace of this crew. You don't know much about him. But he's going to reveal himself. But he's Alan. He's from 1987. Then you got the other guy who's was he Special Forces or something? 2018. Then you got the husband and wife team. And there's we got the name before in a solicit. Kayoshi. There's a Japanese. I thought at first, because with the hood, that would have been Theta, just kind of discreet.
Oh, right.
But no. Yeah, but we get that.
I'm also glad they didn't just go with the same, like, oh, here's a Yakuza guy and here's a cartel guy.
Right.
It's
Yeah, absolutely. You wouldn't. That would be just purely rehashing. But I mean, jumping forward, you guys did, and Russell, this is a healthy page count. My God.
I'd say that's why it was. I think I mentioned that in the last.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
32 pages.
It's a bit longer. Yeah, this is packed with story. I love it. You're definitely getting a full read.
Maybe that's why it feels so much better. Because they gave Ed more fucking pages.
That's a good point. I mean, that would definitely help the pacing and the story. And like, I think Ed would have been able to kind of give enough about each of these, because it's a big cast compared to the last volume. I don't know about you guys.
One in the last volume,
right? Well, I mean, that story was so different because most of that she was on the ice planet by herself for the most part. She just maybe had one or two people with her at any given moment of time. So, it's a very different type of. That was more of an isolated story. But this is more of an ensemble story, which is
fantastic.
Which is a nice switch of gears. Yeah.
And another thing that I have to say about this, and it's been one of my major complaints with not only the last Marvel series, but also a lot of the stories in the Eyes of the Demon.
Mm-hmm.
This feels Predator.
Mm-hmm.
This does not feel like Aliens with Predator. Like, I some of those futuristic stories in Eyes of the Demon, I was just like, okay, we get it. You're a Xenomorph fan. You're writing a Predator story. It's like, but yeah, this
is very jungle.
Look at that
hunting.
panel there with the silhouette of the Predator. My
where he's on the branch.
Yeah,
so good.
Yeah. Even the guy before like that. Yeah. Like just the detail with the face. Again, I can't laud Diaz's work enough there. But also, we're not short of gore as well.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a Marvel book, remember?
Do you think that's one of the reasons they're rebranding? Because remember, like that we didn't mention that in the news. Is that
that's right? Yep.
Alien, Predator, and the new Planet of the Apes comic are all going to be 20th Century Fox branded now. So they'll still have the Marvel logo on it, but yeah, maybe that's why they can get away with some more violence. I don't know.
Violence in the language too, probably. Yeah. I love that. I think that's great because then they can kind of create their own little universe in amongst that, but also connect it with some other things.
Holy shit, I just realized they can do Alien versus Predator versus Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And maybe they will.
They just need to get Terminator, and then I'll be very happy.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, man.
I take it that Fox didn't own Terminator.
Something there.
Yeah, who does own that?
I don't know, but
is that Warner? Is it? No, I have no idea.
Sony, somebody.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, this is just fantastic. And look, I'll jump to because you did mention it, Russell. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, the dramatic entrance.
Yes, she looks older.
She looks a lot older. Yeah, and Paolo as well. He looks like he's a little bit.
He looks a little older too.
I thought that was at first. I thought that was Toad from X-Men.
Look at him.
She picked him up in her travels.
Bare knuckled. Oh, I should proceed this issue again. Look, we're showing a few things.
Amazing.
But the whole head just gets splattered, and you're right, Russell. Yeah. I thought we were building up to another, 3-mandibled predator or some deadly predator. The one-eyed, I guess, predator in this one.
I kind of could tell about halfway through. I was like, okay, we haven't seen Theta yet. Theta's going to kill this predator. That's
pivotal moment where she shows up.
Yeah, I thought she was going to, I don't know, make her way in issue 2 or something. But that's it's good to see her. I mean, obviously, we knew that she was coming through the solicits. She's got some weird tech there, maybe more predator armor, and more future armor, maybe.
In a lot more words, she basically says, "Come with me if you want to live."
And I've got to say, I'm glad Alan made it. So Alan, the King,
too. I liked him a lot.
That's my dude. Yeah. That's if he dies, I'm gonna be upset. But
I was surprised that the American dude, Bo, I thought he was going to make it because he looked quite distinct, this guy here, but he gets done.
No, he got cut down. Yeah.
Absolutely done.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And how good is the invisibility cloak? I mean, it looks really cool. It's slightly different from what we've seen in the likes of back in the 90s with Race War when they started playing around with special effects, but this one looks really cool. You get the blue hue. It just looks really good.
I really like that. It's very kind of a subtle little effect that they put on there.
Yeah.
I also loved how these guys, this group struggled with that Cthulhu monster, and as soon as it wakes back up, the predator kills it with one shot. It's like
one shot.
I was like, okay.
Well, I was really afraid that either the husband or wife were gonna buy it, because she's right next to it, and for some reason I'm kind of like attached to them as well because they seem to be kind of
And what does that say about Ed Brisson that we're already attached to these characters?
Yeah, after one issue, absolutely, they're members of my crew, the OWLF.
And
where's Peter Keys?
But we don't get the trophy because you would have expected in an ensemble cast. Okay, there's one shit stirrer, there's someone who's kind of rubbing everyone the wrong way. We don't get that. We get some pretty decent people here.
Yes.
Yeah, true.
I liked that actually, because that's kind of become cliche now.
Yeah.
To always have the one
exactly
bad egg that's out there to screw everybody else over, and yeah. Granted, we might see that over the course of the next 4 issues, but I'm glad we didn't see that in this one anyway.
Yeah, me too. No, me too. I think it's great. It's important not to fall into those kind of familiar, tropes, for want of a better word, because I think you do notice it, and it does kind of detract. So I'm glad that we get some really good character pieces here, and enough to, yeah.
We're gonna rate this sucker.
I've already spoiled mine.
Well, you didn't give your actual rating. You just said it was going on the trophy row.
Oh, well, yeah. On the merits of what we discussed, I would definitely give this 5. 5
Excellent.
Skulls.
Yeah. Russell,
5 out of 5.
Oh, wow. Let's complete the trifecta. I'm going the big 5 as well. This
it's unanimous.
Is just really fun. Like and it's also actually, I reminded myself when I was reading it halfway through. This is Ed Brisson. This is the same writer that wrote the first one. It's so different. Like it's so different in tone. Yeah. So again, full credit to Ed for creating something just like that, like just on a dime. He's turned it around. His writing style, a whole new load of characters. It's just fantastic. So,
we liked the first mini. I can already tell you, I'm pretty much gonna love this. There was a lot of complaints about that first series from a lot of fans because not enough Predator, and we're not talking about the misogynists out there who were mad that Theta was killing predators, but there's not enough Predator. There's there was some pacing issues. I still really liked the first one. I think we all agreed that it would read better as a trade. But this one feels like a monthly comic book that I'm like, I can't wait to see what the next one has.
Yeah, I think also as well, Ed's really done it to himself. You can't help but compare, because we got volume 1, the first arc, we've got this next volume, and as you say, as much as we enjoyed the first arc, this one just does come out of the gates really strong. So I can't say, oh look, I love the first volume more than this one so far, because this is really fun. And again, Netho Diaz does so well with capturing that dark horse element, and just fantastic art. So loving this.
And I'm pretty sure we gave the first one and the first mini a 5 too. But there was a lot of we had Theta's origin in that one, and
this feels like the story, the God's Truth felt like a Dark Horse Predator story.
Yeah,
and the first miniseries felt like, for lack of a better term, a Marvel Predator story.
Yeah.
This just feels like a Predator story without any connotations attached to it.
Yeah.
Just
he's doing a thing I love, is when you take a story we know and make it your own.
Yes.
Yep.
And so we know the movie Predators. But he's already turned all that on its head.
Yeah.
Love it. Exactly. And as we know, the volume 1, that was a good 5-6 issues to now we have a backstory to Theta. So now it's not like she's just turned up here and it's like she's a kick-ass person. We've got history with her now. And so we've got that, and that's good. So I understand the purpose of the first volume, which was very much, as Ed said, when we chatted to him before, that was one of his kind of early stories that he wrote for his love for the Predator. So he's put that in there. He's established Theta now, and now we can go on to great things to see her. So looking forward to it.
Very much looking for. What's
there he is. He's back.
There's Bob.
And oh my God, he's got a trophy. He's got Jabba the Hutt. Oh my God.
Oh,
God.
Looks like, I thought that was Alan. I thought that was. So geez, that came out quick.
Now that would be a crossover. Predator sent to get Jabba the Hutt, or one of the Hutts.
Gosh. Yeah.
Woo.
God, I wonder if the plasma cannons would actually pierce those thick hides.
Well, I mean, Princess Leia did choke him to death, so
that's true.
it.
Yeah.
I'll never forget those sounds.
That's really the tongue lolling out. Yeah.
Well,
so
I think that's going to wrap up today's episode. We're going to be back. Was it next week or 2 weeks from now?
2 weeks from now.
Yeah, 2 weeks from yesterday with Ed Brisson to talk about, of course, the first volume and this issue. And but
and we will. Sorry, apologies. Because I dropped the ball a bit on as well. We'll put up a discussion thread. For issue 1 on our social media platforms, but also if you've got anything to ask Ed as well, as we go into a discussion with him,
Netho Diaz as well.
And exactly. Yes. We'd love to read them out to Ed, and hopefully he can answer. So, but please bear in mind he probably won't answer
everything.
Or
spoiler things.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Stuff that they can't talk about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There is. I had something. And you can look forward to our Predator 2 comic adaptation.
Yes.
As well as issue 2 of the new series next month.
Yes.
So Ray, you want to flash those lovely Ucha words on our screen here?
Yeah, sure. So definitely. So catch us. You can contact us on predpraypod@outlook.com. That's by email. But we're also on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And the important thing there to remember is our handle, predpraypod. So yeah, again, with YouTube, youtube.com/@predpraypod. But yeah, would love to hear from you. Love to hear, again, questions to either Ed or Netho Diaz, and we will very shortly in the coming months, once we compile the questions, send it to Netho, he'll happily answer them, and then we'll post that up all over our social media platforms for you to have a gaze and to see what Netho has to say. And of course, I can't not mention, guys, our Discord channel as well. More than ably and professionally administered. Is that the word? By Sparky Malaki.
Yes.
So
Sparky!
Come join. Yeah. If you want to join, just let us know. If you don't know how, I think we've got the links in the show notes, but if you don't know how, just let us know and you're in. Don't worry.
Right.
And then we can just talk about you can show off your trophy room.
Yes.
We can talk about movies, we talk about the podcast stuff. It's also all open there.
Whoever the son of a bitch is that used our Predator and Prey email to sign up for random bullshit, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
We know who you are, and we're coming.
Bob's coming.
Bob's got you in his laser sights. Don't you worry.
Right.
So until next time, listeners, shit happens.
Catch you later. Hey, catch you later.